subscribe or I'm gonna spam you with my missiles. Alrighty, what is quacking, everyone? Today I'm here with the paintbrush Nouveau, the new paintbrush, the missile spam, the point sensor, the hey guys, I'm gonna tell you where they're all at and you guys just go kill them, okay? And I'm just gonna be annoying. That is what this weapon is. So originally we got the vanilla paintbrush back in sizzle season of this year, and now they gave us a second kit. So it's very nice. It's cool. It's great. You throw point sensors and spam missiles. That's all your job is. Your job is hard defense. Paintbrush paints like a beast, okay? It is just so easy to paint up missiles, and the missiles are 190 on paintbrush. So you can get missiles very fast with some special charge, which is what I've been doing. And I'll go over some builds a little bit later. But this weapon is so fun to use, to just spam missiles, throw point sensors, and be an absolute obnoxious nuisance, and knowing that maybe, just maybe, someone might make a Twitter post about me for being super annoying because they can't cope with the fact that they're bad at the game and can't avoid missiles. So there's that as well. But paintbrush, super fantastic. Great weapon right now. It's not meta or anything. It can definitely be exploited very easily. One of its downfalls is its slow charge up time for the swings, so you can get outmaneuvered and outplayed by other players. But if you just, you play hard defense, use a little bit of distance to your advantage and just paint up and kind of bob and weave, you can get some kills and really, apply a lot of pain to people. Ha ha ha, that was cringe. However, you can apply a lot of pain to people, just really cover ledges as well. It's good at covering ledges and around corners and stuff like that. So it's a very solid weapon. It's not, meta or anything, but I give it like a solid, B tier on a tier list. So it's pretty fun to use with missiles and everything. Now, the new paintbrush Nouveau is good on all game modes, I feel, as, specifically for zones. It just paints a lot, you're spamming missiles, you're throwing out point sensors, so you're always having coverage, you're always disrupting. Your missiles are probably going to paint zone if people are approaching zone. You have really solid defense with its radius and how much it paints. Very solid. Same thing for tower. Tower, you can just sit there, cover tower, paint the tower, keep people off tower, disrupt them, and use point sensors, see the call outs of where people are if they're approaching tower. Rainmaker, you're, still again applying so much pressure with missiles, paint, just constantly applying pressure to the Rainmaker carrier, or if your team is carrying the Rainmaker, then, you can just be very good supportive for your teammate. You can throw point sensors, help them really coordinate with them and just paint their feet and stuff like that. And then clams, you can just literally hug like near basket and just paint everywhere, and then they're not going to score. You deny them their defense. They're not going to throw those clams in. They're not going to dunk. They're going to get smacked around by your brush because no one's getting past your defense. God tier defense. But anyways, I think it's good in all modes. It's fantastic. Again, you just have to be aware of the slow swings and your matchups. It's kind of like, I think Dread Wrangler is a little bit worse than this, but it's kind of the same concept with Dread Wrangler as well. The Moplin, that thing, can't pronounce its name correctly because I can't speak. But it's a very good burst slosher, but it's very slow. So if you get into an interaction that you're not winning and they're very aware, then you're probably gonna get smacked down. But I feel like paintbrush is a little bit faster than that, and also you can win more fights, I feel, if you put yourself in the right position. I feel like if you have very solid game sense and understanding of fights, then you should be fine taking specific fights and getting kills with paintbrush with the slow startup. Now, for the build side of things, I like to definitely prioritize the missile portion of this build. Like, the whole point and how I view this weapon is defense, paint, missiles, keep the missiles up, keep the point sensors up, and just be incredibly obnoxious with everything and just keep everyone marked and disrupt and paint. And that's kind of the playstyle that I feel like best fits this weapon. So for the first one, I have 1.1 of special charge up, and then because this weapon can be very ink hungry, I put 2 subs of Ink Saber main. I like my mobility as well, so I put some swim speed on here. And then for the point sensors, I put sub power up, so that way it keeps the point sensors on people longer, they're marked for longer. and then, you know, stealth jump and utilities. Depending on how you're playing, if you're playing more back and more defensive and you don't really find yourself up forward in fights, you could probably get away with stealth jump because people are probably going to be jumping to you. So you probably could, you know, if you want to swap out that stealth jump for something else, you know, more special charge up if you're feeling daring, you could do that as well. And then also, if you don't really feel like playing into the point sensors, you feel like maybe you're dying too much or you're playing a little bit more up front, you can swap out the sub power-ups for special saver. So it's special charge up and special saver, so that way, you know, you're dying, you're keeping 35% of your sub when you lose 35% when you die, and then you still can, like, you know, get it back pretty easily with your special. Or if you feel like you just are fine with the special charge up and you don't really care about your point sensors, ink recovery I find is also good for you know, the ink management and keeping, you know, good ink on you as well. It's very good for ink efficiency. That was the word I was looking for, is ink efficiency. My brain died. But, you know, if you want to, you know, just focus on ink efficiency and charging up for special, you can. So I feel like this is very useful as well. Now, if you really feel like it and you want to play a little bit more aggressive, I feel like you could run comeback on it with some swim speed. And then if you want, you can focus on special charge with special saver because you will be going in a lot. So comeback's really nice with some ink saver main, swim speed, utility, stealth jump because you're going to be going in. So this is also another option that you could do as well to just, you know, keep getting into the fight and just keep swimming up if you want to be an aggressive paintbrush. Now, these are just some of my recommendations, how I play the weapon, how I view and feel the weapon. Let me know what you guys build. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you could probably build, you know, like a nice comeback QR-esque build if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm sure there's other builds that y'all have thought of to be creative, but these are just my recommendations, how I feel. This is what I run and what feels the best to me, because remember, builds are very free-forming, how you feel you want them. So if you feel like, you know, you want something else on it, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to hear other people's builds, but again, these are just my recommendations for builds. So if you feel like these builds work for you, then use them. They're great. They're fantastic. I personally like the point sensor one that I did, the very first one I showed off. That one's the one I like the most because it has good point sensor marking time, and also, you know, I'm just sitting there spamming missiles. But that is going to do it for the paintbrush. Really fun weapon, really solid weapon. Missile spammy. I know Twitter is I saw a couple tweets of people freaking out, having a meltdown. They're like, oh my god, missile spam. Oh no. Oh, but it tends to happen because honestly, people are just bad at the game. They don't know how to get out of missiles, and you know, they just find minor inconveniences and turn them into major inconveniences. So that's the thing. But I think paintbrush is, you know, just very fun, very fun to vibe with. I used it in a low-level tournament the other day. It was pretty fun to use in that tournament. It fit kind of well, you know, applying missile pressure to people while my slayers just went up and approached them. So it definitely netted some kills for my team. But, you know, overall, fun, great weapon. Feel free to, you know, use it. You should use it and spam missiles, because I want, you know, spam missiles and have people, and just look out on Twitter to see if someone screenshotted you and posted about how your mother doesn't love you. Like, that's just do that. That's what I want to see. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Have a good day. Keep it quacking.